Hello everyone. So in this video, we will see some of the commands that we put in setup section. So first command in front of us is pin mode, some pin name and input. So what does this command do? And what is the meaning of this? So let's understand that. Okay. So first of all, I can see it is a pin mode. So we know that there are some pins in our Arduino Uno. So there are 13 digital pins. So here you can see from 0 to 13. So actually there are 14 digital pins. And there are 5, or I should say 0 to 5. That is 6 analog pins. And there are 13 digital pins, as you can see. So here the command mentions pin mode A0, comma input. So what I am doing, I am telling my Arduino Uno board that you need to take some data as an input from the pin AC. Okay. So what I am telling, let me repeat myself again. I am telling that you Arduino Uno listen, you need to take some data from your A0 pin, or there will be some data at A0 pin and you need to take it as an input. You need to read that data. Okay, so now this is clear. So basically I am giving the instruction to Arduino Uno what to do with which pin. I am telling from A0 you need to take the input. And in second line, I am telling pin mode 12, comma output. So let's see where is the 12. So here is a 12. So this is the pin 12. What I am telling, it is an output. Correct? So what does it mean? It means that I am instructing the Arduino Uno that you need to provide some signal out from this pin. Okay. So this is the meaning of pin mode 12, comma output. That is, in program, there will be some command, and when that command occurs, you need to provide the signal from pin number 12. Okay. I hope now you understood what does it mean by pin mode, input and output. So you can ask, sir, is it possible to write pin mode 12, comma input? So answer is yes, of course. You can make this pin number 12 as input as well as output. There will be no problem. And also I can make this analog pin A0 as an output pin. Okay, as an output pin. I can make it as an output pin also without any problem. Okay. So here question is, then why these two pins are different? Why this is like digital pin 12 and why this is the analog pin AC? So answer is the type of input it can take. So analog pin can take analog type of input and digital pin can only take digital type of input. So what is the analog input? So analog data is a continuously varying data. It varies with time. So if you see in environment around you, there will be something known as temperature of your environment. Okay, temperature. So the temperature data varies. The temperature could be 30 degree, the temperature could be 35-degree, correct? It could be 40-degree in really hot days, in really cold days. It can drop down to maybe 25 degrees also. So it varies. So it varies over long range. Okay. So this type of data is known as analog data. This type of data known as analog data. So now you are clear with analog data. So what is the digital data? What is the digital data? So in digital data, there are only two possibilities. In digital signals, digital data, there are only two possibilities. That is 0 or 1. Now, let's take an example of light bulb. Okay. So, take an example of light bulb. So, what is the two possibilities with the light bulb? So, either light bulb could be on state or it is in off state. So this kind of data, this kind of signal is known as digital signal. That is on or off, high or low. Okay. So consider if you want to read the state of light bulb. At that case, what you will do, you will use the digital pin, like pin number 12. And because you want to read the signal, you will define it as an input. Okay. So I hope you understood what is digital pin, what is analog pin, what do you mean by input, what do you mean by output, and what is digital and analog signal. So in the board, there is one more thing is written. There is one more thing is written, that is serial dot begin. So why would I ever need this? And what does it even mean? So we already know our Arduino Uno board is a development board, that is a small computer that can take an instructions and perform some operations. So, but if you observe, there is no monitor here. Like in our system, there are always a monitor, correct? There are always a monitor. So in our Arduino board, there is no monitor. Though we can attach the external display like LCD display, LED displays, but again, it will attaching it, making the wiring, writing the separate program for it will be difficult. and it will not be very helpful while debugging, while correcting our code. So what we do using this serial begin, we establish the serial communication between our system, between our computer and Arduino board. So we know code, we already put our code from our system to Arduino board, correct? Now, using this serial communication, we continuously communicate between system and Arduino board. Okay. So this serial dot begin actually tell our Arduino board to start the communication with connected system. Okay. And in serial.begin, we provide one parameter that is known as bud rate. Okay. So what is bud rate? So here the communication occurring, these two are talking, correct? So we need to define, for an example, if you are communicating with some person and the person you are communicating with is speaking too fast, then you won't understand, right? Or he is speaking too slow, then also proper communication will not occur. So this problem can happen between our computer and Arduino board also. To resolve this problem, we provide the bud rate. Bud rate is a way of telling the controller or our Arduino board how fast you need to communicate with the computer. Okay. So now let's quickly jump on to our Arduino IDE and write some code. So in any programming language, we print hello world. Okay, to start our coding journey. So let me do the same here also. So what I will do is I will just say serial dot begin 9600. At this rate, Arduino communicate with our system. And I will just simply say serial dot print ln hello Arduino. That's it. Now let's hit the upload button and let's see the output. Done uploading. Now, sorry, my bad. Actually, here, whatever bud rate I have defined in this place, I need to select the same bud rate. So I selected the 9600. So now let me just re-upload the code. It is uploading. Now it is uploaded. So here it is printing the hello Arduino. Correct. Now let's print something else also. To clear your serial monitor, you just need to click this button. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Now let me print something else also. Serial dot println IoT is fun. Now let me hit the upload button. And now let's see the output. Hello Arduino, IoT is done. So I hope you enjoyed this video. You understood what is serial monitor, and you also understood what is the serial communication, what is the pin mode, what is analog and digital signal, what is analog and digital pin, and overall Arduino programming. So if you didn't grasp the entire thing perfectly, it is fine. In future, we are gonna make many projects and we are gonna do lot and lots of programming. So there, you by the practice, you will understand it even more clearly. So that's it for today's video. See you in the next video. Till then, bye.